Alright. This is Debbie James, and it's 3:25, 11:23 a.m. I'm gonna make this short and sweet of what's really going on here. All the shelters in Portland are closed, as all the shelters in the rest of the country are closed. There's a purpose behind this. This was all pre-planned. I just put the audio up not too long ago. So let me explain to you what's going on. There's way too many homeless people, or so our government says, but they broke the system. We don't only have drug addicts, alcoholics, and mentally ill people here. We got people that lost their jobs that are sitting here. And they can't get another job because they're homeless. We have people that have lost their homes. I'm one of those people. And the only homes that are being taken are the ones that are already paid off. They're not messing with bank-owned homes. Excuse me. So, what's going on? They're drugging and raping. Homeless men are raping the women. But these teens are going in. And they're human traffickers and sex traffickers. And they're the ones that are drugging the people. Then they're getting the homeless people to rape them. They're basically by baby farming is what's going on. Then what happens is, woman gets pregnant, she gives birth to the baby, state comes, takes it. Automatically, right at the hospital. You cannot be homeless and have a child. I'd like to know when that law passed, because they're putting families out on the street too. What they're doing with they're basically using homeless women as breeders, and while the men don't give a shit because they're just busting a nut, so they could care less. But once they have the child most likely ends up in one of the human traffickers' hands. Or they get what happened before. There was a woman named Mercedes that was here in Portland. They whipped her. She was pregnant. And they whipped her to the point where she miscarried. And she didn't go to the hospital. She birthed the baby, and they did what they were going to do with it. But once the child's born, there's only one of few options for them once it ends up in human traffickers or sex traffickers' hands. These people, most of them are satanic. What they do is they either sacrifice a child, they kill the child. Two, they use it for blood. They do trauma-based programming on it. The adrenochrome is very high in children under the age of 19. So, the other thing they do is they organ harvest them. I guess that gland is worth a lot of money. But also the rest of the parts. The other thing they do is they sexually abuse a child, and they keep the child, they basically train the child to be a sex slave. But that only starts with the human traffickers. It gets handed off. It begins that way. Pedophiles, I have audio, they're paying $5,000 for a child that's never been molested before. And I have the audio on that happened in Olympia, Washington. So, it's not surprising they put all these people out on the street. If they don't have these babies, then they go and they take people's children. And there's tons of reports in the news, in the newspapers, on the internet, on YouTube. It's all over the place. Um, so, you know, the only people that really do have a lawsuit here are the women. And that's if you can prove you were raped. Like I said, they are baby farming. So, my advice to you is be very careful. The rest use the organ harvesting. They also do this to adults. So, like I said, usually they like the people under 19. So they can get their adrenochrome. It's going for like $50 to $90 a shot of a person's blood with adrenochrome in it. My stalkers do this all the time, so I do know what it goes for. I do have the prices on audio. So, anybody with children out in the streets, you're homeless, try to stay with a friend, just try to stay with family, even if you can't put up with them very well. Pregnant, same thing. So, be very careful. That's my advice. Like I said, the stuff was all pre-planned out. It goes a lot deeper than what everybody thought. The investigators that did do it forgot to include the police in the equation. So, yeah, these stalkers, they hit with microwave guns. They're making people piss their pants, shit their pants. They're giving them extreme headaches. I think it's funny. And these are kill teams. They're called the family. Sorry. It's been really, my health has been really bad from these people. I got sepsis and viral pneumonia a couple of years back. They put it in a shelter. And since then there's been damage to my lungs. Don't expel the water well. So, like I said though, be very careful. They are hitting people with microwave guns. I don't see as many homeless people here. I think most of them left here. I'm not seeing as many homeless people here that most people would think. Food is available. One place has shower facilities, TPA. But outside that, nothing much. Thank God it's not raining today. There you go. But it is still, it's cold. It hailed here yesterday. It's very cold here yet in Portland. And usually it's supposed to be about 60 and sunny at this point in time, but it's cold and rainy. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of people left, but the people that are still around, wherever these people are going, realize this is nationwide. This was planned this way. It was planned back in October. I put up the audio, so enjoy. Stay safe.